going out to every.
So at 8 years old, did you ever think that you'd end up here?
Negative. So when I think back to my path, it was as unconventional as it comes, very unique, and I'm sure a lot of people have unique paths.
Robert Medina, also known as Chico, is the director of the Fort Bliss Morale, Welfare, and Recreation Office, known as the MWR. He was born and raised in Miami, Florida, the youngest of 6 children.
I'm the baby in the family, and thinking back to Miami, you don't see military, you don't see soldiers, you don't see any of that.
He credits his mom, Carmen, a child care provider, and his sister, Raquel, an Army soldier, as driving forces behind his career.
My sister joined the Army, right? So my sister, Raquel McDonald, right at the time, Raquel Medina, she joined the Army, and that started a path that I wouldn't have been able to tie into. Sorry, I don't mean to get emotional, but, ooh.
While attending high school, his sister became his legal guardian, exposing Medina to a new military world.
And that was really my first true time, like walking in and seeing soldiers and PT and running. So I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. It caught my attention, where at that time in high school, at that time I was going into my junior year, I said, you know what? I said, maybe I'll try the military.
He entered the Army's delayed entry program and waited for a basic training date. It was during this wait that fate stepped in.
I started with MWR as a child and youth program assistant. Again, my plan was I was going to start working, stay busy, make a little money, and then I'll go to the military. But within that year, I started learning a lot. I had different leaders pouring into me. They're like, hey, you should read the regulation. Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing?
And as fate would have it, Medina loved working with the MWR. So much so, he stayed. Medina started his now 17-year career working with children, just like his mom.
Ended up turning into something a lot longer, right? So I'm thankful for really good coaches, mentors.
He now heads the Fort Bliss MWR and leads 850 people.
I always say that I'll never walk a day in the soldiers, right? Boots, shoes, ever, right? So when I think about what they do, and when you look at, right, the deployment missions, even what's going on the national sector, right, to what we do here locally, to making sure our troops are ready, whether they're called today, tomorrow, the next day, we play such an important piece to that. Whether it's childcare, whether it's recreation, whether it's special events, whatever the case is, we play a big, big piece to that.
Medina is passionate when it comes to the mission.
We enable soldier readiness for whatever they're called to, right, in our nation's defense. But when you think about the families, those that don't deploy, that are here locally, and just the rotation of how much we have that takes place here at Bliss, we play a big part in that, right?
And stands behind It's Better at Bliss.
So initially I was, all right, like, show me why it's better at Bliss. But I can say that as I went from month to month, quarter to quarter, and even now getting ready to hit 2 years, I could definitely stand behind, right? It's better at Bliss. I think everything we've done where you see to the public eye, for the community, to improve quality of life, I think that's right, a natural given. But past that, right, I get the privilege to see everything behind the scenes, right? The extra hours, the extra times, the projects, the complex challenges that the team faces.
Medina's leadership, determination, and initiative was recognized at the U.S. Army Installation Management Command. He was awarded the Stalwart Award for demonstrating exceptional performance and significantly contributing to the community's success.
So very proud, thankful, and no, I say it a lot, right? I come with a lot of ambition, ideas. I have a pretty fast tempo. I really press on things. I'm a really big push of accountability. Let's do things right. Let's challenge the norm kind of thing. But the team here has been phenomenal.
Michelle Warnicki, Fort Bliss MWR Executive Officer, says,
I think it's wonderful. I think it's great for Fort Bliss to be highlighted, Fort Bliss MWR. We like to say we're the best MWR in the Army. And when your director gets nominated, then that just proves it.
Lavanda Tony, Lead Child and Youth Program Assistant, couldn't agree more.
I'd like to say our trainers are amazing.
He is amazing. From the time I came here 8 months ago, he has been coming in with a positive mindset. Anything that we ask, he is always on point with it.
What separates him from other supervisors that you've had or other directors that you've had?
Leadership. Team building. He's on point with it. Yes, ma'am. He deserves anything that's coming his way, any awards.
Medina credits military leaders, his faith, and his family for his success.
So first and foremost, right, just I go back to my faith and my family. That's the starting point, right? I feel like I have strong faith. And when I think about my upbringing and now even with my family, right, that's at the forefront, right?
Along with the honor of winning IMCOM's top award, he's most proud of his family and their support.
So to me, let me stop because I don't want to get, sorry, there's going to be why he's getting choked up. But in the end, I tell people, right, when I look at my proudest thing or accomplishment, to me, it goes back to my family. My wife and I have, 5 amazing kiddos. I always look at it, right, I got sons and daughters. So if I do everything within my power to do right before the people that I serve or work with, that concept of right will be paid forward to them with whatever happens in the future. So, yes. All right.
And you,
Crista Mack, Fort Bliss Garrison Public Affairs.
you have been coming in, you have came in, show up, and show out. So thank you.
Awesome. I appreciate that. Thank you. Again, truly a team effort.